Hey guys, this is Vivian. I am recording my workout because I am committed to doing 30 minutes of exercise for at least 3 times a week for the next 90 days. Well, I'm going to do it longer than 90 days, but that's my current goal, my short-term goal. So I'm recording it just so I can also have a timer and um, so I can upload this to uh, the YouTube until I can get um, proficient enough at it to do it live. But anyway, I am recording this now. So today I'm doing my bike, and I'm going to do that for 10 minutes. Then I have some weights. They're not really heavy weights. I think they're like 3 pounds or maybe 5. I do some weight training and then do my squats. And so that should incorporate my 30 minutes. So I'm getting started now, and forgive all the stuff in the corner over there because like I told you before, I am moving, so I've dragged a whole bunch of stuff from the back of my house to the front of my house, and it's in boxes and other containers. So when you see this big stack of stuff over here, that's what that is. I also have, I don't know if you can see that, I have a total gym over there, and then this is my bike. It's just one of those sit down kind of bikes, and you can see that. And so I increased the brightness on my camera, so hopefully you can actually see me now. So anyway, I'm going to get started with my exercise. I've got all my stuff. I got my water. I have my weights and everything. So I'm going to get started on the bike. Okay? So I set my bike, and I know I seem very, very far away. I should probably bring you closer to me. Hold on just a second. Or I can put you down here. It's kind of hard to know where to put everything. There you go. Seems fair, right? Okay. So I get on my bike, and so it has the straps, where you can put your feet, and I do a level 2. So it's the same resistance, and it goes up, and then it goes up, and then it goes up. So 10 minutes is not going to get it all the way through the whole spectrum, but it gets my legs loose and everything, so I can do some other things. So I'm going to get into these straps and get in the groove of this bike. So I'm getting started, and ready, set, go. So it's a little noisy, but my legs get loose. Well, not loose, but I won't be saying much during this process. If I do, it's going to be kind of breathy. But it's all good because I am committed to losing this weight, getting healthy, being around for my children and my grandchildren, and just to prove to myself that I can do this and keep it off this time, because I've done this before. I took off the weight. I was looking mighty tiny. I can tell you that. and I was very proud of myself. I kept it off for 3 years, well, almost 4 years. And then some events happened in my life that I let derail me. So that's what I talk about a lot, about letting your past or living in your past dictate your future or your present. And that's what I was doing back then. But I've learned since then, I have a choice as to how I feel about things, or how I react to what happens to me or what happens around me in life. You know, I can choose to say it happened to me, or I can choose to say it was an event in my life. And so now, these days, I just choose to say it was an event. So that's how I'm living my life these days. So if you don't want to stick around for the whole 30 minutes of my workout, you don't have to. But I'm just keeping myself accountable because I know if I know people are watching me, I gotta do it. And so you are my accountability partners. So I'm gonna do this workout just to make myself healthy, and it'll help me with my brain power too. Because you know, working out really helps to get those endorphins going in the brain, and you start having these wonderful ideas and just doing things that are very creative. So I figured if I keep doing this at least 3 times a week, actually want to do the challenge every day, but that may or may not be possible, depending on what my knees say for the day. But I am going to do 100 squats after this because, believe it or not, this loosens up my knees and helps me have a little bit more fluidity, and my joints pretty much like it. So I try to, oh, one thing I forgot was my towel, so I can wipe the sweat off. But I'll go get that after I get done here. You might see a little blank screen for a minute, but at least I'll have my towel, and I won't have sweat dripping in my face and my eyes and stuff. So that can burn a bit. If you don't have an exercise bike at home, no worries. You know, do what you do. Dance. Now, in fact, kind of break it up a little bit. You can dance, do jumping jacks, you can just do stretches, you can do pretty much whatever works for you. Just move, because that's the ultimate goal, is to get your body moving and get healthy. My main issue is not the exercise, really. It's the eating. I skip meals. And sometimes when you skip meals and you're really hungry, you eat things that aren't exactly good for you. Just the first thing you put your hands on. So I've gotten to the point where I buy things that are good for me. That way, I don't have the temptation at the house, so I don't eat it. And I'm not going out to get it, so that's a good thing. And these days, going to the store is an adventure, so it's good that I don't pick those things up. Now, I can honestly admit, I think the last time I went to the store, I got ice cream. It's a non-dairy ice cream, but it's still ice cream. So I put it in the freezer, and I haven't touched it since I bought it, which is a good thing, really. I guess eventually I will, but I figured that'll be on my cheat day. I have a cheat day, and I can't eat a whole bunch of ice cream anyway, and it's only a pint. So that pint of ice cream will probably last me maybe a month or so, maybe longer, because I eat maybe a couple of teaspoons, and then I'm done. Because that's the way I eat ice cream. I don't get a big bowl of it, because for some reason the cold makes my throat close up. It's kind of, it makes it, I don't know, close up is not the word. Contract, or just feel like I'm choking or something. So I don't eat a whole lot of ice cream or cold stuff like that, because it just doesn't feel good. So probably should have bought it in the first place. That would have helped a bit. So I'm on the next level. So it's getting a little harder to push. And I could feel it right as it transitioned into that next level. My legs just went, oh wait, we gotta push a little harder. So, whew. I got 2 more minutes on the bike. I'm going at a speed of between 15 and 16 miles an hour. So it's not, well, according to the machine, it's not burning that many calories, but it's helping me to loosen up my muscles so that, I can do these squats later. So I got 1 more minute on the bike, and then I gotta run and get my towel, so that I think I put it in the living room, which is kind of crazy, but I think I put it in the living room and forgot to bring it in here with me. So I'll go get that. I'll pause the video so when you're watching, you don't really see a difference or time difference. And I'm winding down. Got 20 seconds to go, and I'll be done with the bike. Okay, so 10 minutes, 2 miles, 2.45 miles, at between 15 to 16 miles an hour. So I'm going to stop the video for a second, and then I'll start it again in my next segment, which will be my weights. Okay.